Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people. The Verdant update for Astroneer dropped earlier today, so let's take a look at what's new, what's changed, and talk about first impressions of this spring update. The main attraction is the new Tapper, along with 5 new Tappable Flora. Let's kick things off with the Tapper. This item is unlocked in the research catalog for 1,000 bytes, in the very top row to the far right of the backpack printer tab by the way, and is crafted on your backpack printer from 1 aluminum. When attached to a tappable plant, they will typically begin creating organic. Their sound is identical to a small generator, so there will be no mistake when they stop and start. The Tapper does not require any power to operate, and you can toggle them on and off. Once a complete nugget of organic has been created, the Tapper will cease production until its output is cleared manually or via an auto arm. You also cannot remove a Tapper from any flora while organic production is in process, even if you toggle the Tapper off. If you remove the nugget from the output slot, the Tapper will automatically resume producing organic, so if you want to remove a Tapper from any flora, be certain to toggle it off before removing the organic nugget in the output slot. If you attach a Tapper to an untappable source, the small light above the output slot will turn red. If the source is tappable, however, the Tapper will start up and begin to create an organic nugget. So what can you attach the Tapper to? Well, all existing hazards and harmless flora are tappable, but there are also 5 new types of flora called tappables. These new tappable plants will appear across 5 different planets. On Silva, you can find the plumefir in the forest region. Calidor is home to the cactile tappable, which I found in the valleys region just near the base of a mountain. The pricklepod is found in the tundra region of Glacio, the stretchpetal is found in the rolling plains region of Asanya, while the honeypot on Atrox can be found in the dunes region. Each of these unique flora features small green leaves of varying sizes, and all 5 can be harvested for seeds, allowing you to replant them somewhere that organic production would be more convenient. Or you could just use them to bring a little greenery to your home base. When harvested, the plants will produce 1 or 2 seeds. Not all tappables are created equal, however, as some can produce organic more quickly than others. Most hazards and harmless flora, along with the plumefir from Silva, will require 40 seconds roughly to produce a full organic nugget. The cactile, pricklepod, and stretchpetal require around 20 seconds, and the honeypot only requires around 10 seconds. The speed of the honeypot is fast enough that it should be able to provide organic for most automation production chains. Granted, it will take roughly twice as long to produce an organic as a fully automated soil centrifuge will, but the honeypot does not require soil or power to operate. EXO Outfitters has a bit of new content as well, with the Bumble Set, which consists of the feeler's hat, honeydew visor, and bee's knees palette. If cosmetics are your thing, this one's pretty good. I'm not sure YouTube compression or even any photos in the Astroneer blog really do these cosmetics justice. They are really detailed. Speaking of the Astroneer blog, that is where you can find the patch notes for the Verdant update, which will include a whole host of bug fixes. It also contains some information about the next 2 updates that we will see this year. Joe shared some concept images of some very large structures that they are considering for the as-yet-to-be-named summer update. The first appears to be a massive platform and canister. Based on this image, we can see power cable plugs, at least 3 large attachment slots, and 1 massive storage canister complete with a ladder on the side that appears to be an extra large tier 4 item. If the large canister can hold 400 resource nuggets, will this extra large one hold 1,000 or even more? The second image appears to be a geothermal power producer. If you look closely, the concept art shows what appears to be something venting from the top of this huge structure, and there are clearly some power cable plugs. The surrounding terrain has sketches that appear to represent the current geothermal geysers found in the game, so all of this leads me to believe that this must be a geothermal power producer. The Astroneer blog doesn't stop here though. It would seem the expansion coming later this year might have a name: the Glitchwalker expansion. While things are still in the concept phase, there are not a lot of details. The blog does mention that Systemera is going for a bit of a twist on the default Astroneer experience, so they can offer some gameplay challenges that the current game does not support. The blog goes on to promise more details are coming soon. So let's get into first impressions of this update. First, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you think of not only the new Tapper and Tappable Flora, but also the concept art for the summer update and the teaser for the Glitchwalker expansion coming later this year. As for me, I think this is a great update. Systemera has been very transparent that the spring and summer updates for Astroneer would be on the smaller side, so I was not expecting anything massive. The Tapper and the Tappable Flora do add a meaningful alternative in resource production chains, however, so while they may not offer a huge amount in terms of gameplay, they do give us some great new options to automate resource production. I know I'd much rather plant a few tappables near an auto arm to create organic to go into a smelter for carbon, tungsten carbide, and steel, rather than gather a bunch of soil so I can automate a soil centrifuge. My only complaints are incredibly minor. I think it was a bit of a miss to not include the Tapper in the small printer in addition to the backpack printer. We can already create a lot of small items from the backpack printer on the small printer as well, and I can easily see scenarios where someone might want to print several Tappers at once. The backpack printer isn't exactly the best for accomplishing big print jobs. Beyond that, I do wish the Tappable Flora were a bit more abundant. While I had no trouble locating several of the plumefir, I did have to spend a while hunting around for the other 4. Then again, I'm playing on a save that is coming up on 3 years old at this point. Maybe a new save will have greater opportunity for the Tappable to spawn in greater numbers. But those are my only 2 complaints, and they're fairly nitpicky. To be honest, I think the Verdant update is great. Sure, it's small, but even small changes can have a big impact. Before I wrap it up today, I wanted to give you an update on the second quarter of Astroneer Academy courses, which I had planned to have live almost a month ago. All of the 200 level courses are written, and I have even begun recording some voiceovers. There will be 19 total videos across the second quarter, mixed between the 6 main numbered courses, 10 extras, and 3 quick bite shorts. On top of that, there is an extra course coming for Astroneer Academy 103 that will incorporate today's Verdant update, along with some additional information regarding terrain hardness that I neglected to include in the original Astroneer Academy 103 extra. I know it has been quite a while since there were any new Astroneer Academy content. This second semester required a ton of time to write each course. All of the other contributors to Astroneer Academy have not been able to find time to lend a hand, so I've been doing much of it solo. That means it has taken a lot longer to write and edit each course because, truthfully, a lot of my inspiration for what goes into Astroneer Academy has always come from the contributors who were lending their time to help make the series great. On my own and without feedback from the contributors, I second guess a lot of what I've written and often scrap entire courses and start over because I felt it wasn't up to the quality standards that you have enjoyed in previous Astroneer Academy courses. All of this is to say that the second quarter of Astroneer Academy courses are in production, and if all goes according to plan, you should start seeing new Astroneer Academy videos near the end of this month, hopefully. If you think you'd like to help jumpstart the course creation process, be sure to visit the Vainglorious Discord server and select the Astroneer Academy option when you join. That's going to wrap up my coverage of today's Verdant update for Astroneer. Don't forget to leave a comment down below letting me know what you think of today's update, or even just drop an emoji that sums up how you feel about it. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and maybe even get subscribed for more Astroneer videos and other content from a variety of other games. Until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.